3, 4, and 5. Aloha and welcome back, buddies. I am Sammy Grayson, and it is time for more Dawntrail. So, fucking somehow, Valigarmanda managed to break free. I can hazard to guess how. But we have something else we need to deal with first before we get there. Level 93, an echo of madness. If you are ready, there are many injured who need aid. Should you find anyone passed out from the wounds, I ask that you alert me to them. Otherwise, I shall be tending to whomever requires the most urgent healing. We can gather here once we've seen to those people's hurts. Oh, God. What in the world happened? Someone decided to be a jackass. Alicia's got this. She's a healer. Or can heal, rather. Zerbalord. My wounds are nothing serious. Just dryness in my throat. It's as if all the moisture has left my body. Zerfalar. Hey, buddy, how you doing? Ugh. Everything burns. The touch of cloth is agony, yet I will live. Believe me, there are others in more dire need of help. One second. Alright, where's this last motherfucker? How you doing over here, my guy? You, I thought I promised his protector. Everything was bathed in bright red. Searing heat enveloped my entire body. Couldn't move. So there was some intense heat. And that's probably what damaged the ice. Done all I can for now. The injured you found were awake and alert, then? Yes, sir. That as well. Comes the rest of the group. We've left the injured as comfortable as we could. Many were suffering from burns to a greater or lesser degree. Did a fire sweep through the village? Sure doesn't look like it. The details are unclear. Once I'd healed the giant attacked by that mountain bird, the group's leader, Vorpalar I believe they called him, bade me depart. It was then that I felt an intense wave of ether and returned to find Warlord's echo in this state. I rushed over to the first giant I saw. Though delirious with pain, he repeated the same warning. Valigarmanda had broken free. Thus did I contact you with all haste. Well, we're going to need more information than that before we can deal with the situation. Yes, we should speak with the temple guard and see what's become of the Skyrune's prison. Yo, what the fuck happened? The High Luminary grants you entry and awaits you within.
What happened?
Oh, that ice is gone. Oh no.
So it's true. The ice has failed.
Surmurwar, tell them what you told me.
A short while ago, a claimant paid us a visit.
Which one? I think this is the first time we've had the echo trigger in this entire story.
Who enters this hallowed hall?
I fucking knew it. Jackass.
Ah, A claimant.
Oh. And here we have the mighty Valigarmanda.
A terrifying Vidral. With every awakening, it has seared its ruinous name into the memories of a new generation.
What a good little terror.
It's like, excuse me?
You've stayed napping right up until the day I needed you.
Explain yourself.
It is as they say. Kulul Jaja caused its magic to run rampant, trapping it in a frozen prison of its own creation. Clever. Clever. To unmake it, it would be quite tricky. 2 spells must be cast at the exact same moment. A conflagration intense enough to melt the ice, and awakening flame to rekindle the slumbering Vidral's soul. The only ones capable of such harmonious execution would be the heads of reason and resolve. And the blessed siblings, Bakul Jaja.
A fucking prick.
You mustn't!
But I already have. Rise and rage, little terror.
I hope that thing fucking eats you.
I might have overdone the fire a bit.
Utter madness. Why have you done this?
For the throne, of course.
You unleash calamity for your own gain? Have you any idea how many may die?
And he don't care.
Wreak havoc, Valigarmanda. Live up to your legend.
If that doesn't fucking disqualify him, I don't know what will.
A messenger to Tuli Yolol has been dispatched. The Landsguard will send a contingent, I am sure. But there is no telling when they will arrive.
Idiot! This monstrous act is a step too far, even for him!
So, what's the plan?
If we leave the Vidral to others, it will be a massacre. Some might call it the wiser choice, if I don't want to fall behind the competition. But I could never live with myself. And my supporters deserve a better ruler. So that's that. I will stay and fight Valigarmanda. This is an enemy so powerful that even my father failed to slay it. Alone, I don't stand a chance.
Fortunately,
I
you aren't
understand
alone.
you've no obligation to aid me outside the right of succession. But for the sake of Urkopacha and its people, I beg you, join me in this battle.
As if you needed to ask. As if you had to ask.
Far be it from us to abandon a dear comrade in her time of need.
Dear comrades now, eh? I have to say, it does have a comforting ring to it. Knowing someone has your back makes it easier to do what you have to do.
Hello, Kona.
And what will we do?
One committed to winning the contest above all else would race on ahead.
But with the three of them, it would be an even
If
eight.
you resolve to slay Valikarmanta, we'll need to find out where the beast went.
That's what we have you for, old friend.
It's like, excuse me.
Inform the Bello of the danger. They may need to flee to lower ground.
Just immediately into the next cutscene. So, Arundel, any idea on how we can track Valigarmanda? The tried and true method of comparing settings with other sons of passage is most reliable, but also the most time-consuming. There is a second option, not as reliable as the first, but if we're lucky, it will let us ascertain the Skyrune's whereabouts far more quickly. Though a Vidral of extraordinary nature, Valigarmanda is still a creature of this world. Like you and me, it is thus sustained by corporeal energy and possesses a unique ethereal balance, which means this device should come in handy. You don't happen to have one of the Scion's etherometers, would you? Oh my god, it's the cursor. A floating hand? That's not the time to be playing with toys. This is no toy, it's an ether seeker. As the name suggests, gleaners use it to detect the ether of living beings. By pointing at it. And you've had that in your pack this whole time. I can calibrate it to follow a specific ethereal aspect. The problem with Valigarmanda, however, is that it can shift freely between the elements of fire, ice, or lightning. Maybe start with fire at the very least. Well, we know that in order to awaken Valigarmanda from its icy imprisonment, Bakul Jaja cast spells which quickened its fire aspect ether. And the residents here were uniformly afflicted by burns. Therefore, a logical conclusion is that upon breaking free, Valigarmanda unleashed a great fiery blast. Then the choice is plain, fire. The Seeker, however, is not without its faults. As we were not able to input our Corey's unique etheric signature in advance, the device will respond to any living source of fire aspected ether. So we have the reliable, yet slow, method of information gathering, versus the potentially swift, but easily misled, Gleaner tool. I say why not pursue both methods at the same time? Good idea. We have the first to fall back on if the second fails. You travel with me then, Kokose, in case the Seeker leads me to some other fiery fiend. Can do. The rest of us can stay behind and talk to eyewitnesses. The more Skyrune sightings we can compare, the more accurate our information will be. If no one has any objections, I shall remain here in the village and tend to the Yokhui. Very few are seriously injured, but I am wary of wounds inflicted by a creature like Valigarmanda. I should like to be close at hand should their condition suddenly worsen. Right, sounds like we all have work to do. The fucking cursor. We should be on our way as well. Beep, 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 beep. Oh boy. Pointing the way. We'll head outside the outskirts of the village first, then set the seeker to detect fire aspected ether. Ooh, yeah, actually good idea. Right, the Seeker is ready to go. Warlar's Echo is still suffused with the Sky Rune's residual ether, so I've excluded it from the search area to prevent it from swamping the sensors. Let's begin tracking, shall we? Once you choose to depart, they'll accompany you. The Ether Seagull will begin leading you onwards. Let's go. Affirmative. Tracking nearest source of fire aspected ether. That's just some random enemy. That's a fire sprite, isn't it? Yep. Source of fire aspected ether located. Tracking disengaged. Not quite the legendary creature we were after. Saw that coming a mile away. Would you mind dealing with that fighter sprite? It will continue to confuse the Seeker if we leave it be. How hard can it be? And whoop. Few rounds of this and we should be good. And one for Jenny in the wind. Alright, next. A necessary measure, I'm afraid. Let's try this again. Affirmative, tracking near a source of fire aspected ether. They're just coming up with all kinds of creative uses for the minion models. And oh look, I can see another one already. Source of fire aspected ether located. Tracking disengaged. Frightening enough, but again, not what we're looking for. if you'd be so kind. We're under attack. And 3. My thanks. I'd ask if it gave you any trouble, but considering who I'm talking to... Seeker, resume tracking. Do try to point out something useful this time. Affirmative. Resuming tracking. Please tell me it's not that again. Source of fire aspected, ether located, tracking disengaged. Okay, we have a trace. Another remnant of Valley Armanda's last rampage. Crater's flames registered to the Seeker's corporeal ether. In the words of the Tuliolal saga, when Valley Armanda rages out of control, its fire burns forever. Its ice does not thaw, and its lightning crackles without cease. Thus was the Dawn Servant able to turn the Sky Rune's perpetual magic against itself, trapping it within an unmelting prison of ice. This is no mundane fire, but some kind of everlasting sorcery. Once again, it is a strange feeling to see fanciful poetry proven true. The important thing is that the fire was classified as living ether. We can feed a sample into the Seeker and greatly improve its accuracy. One moment. There. Now the Seeker should ignore any etheric signature but Valley Armanda's. I realized this is possible from the start, then you needn't have fought those creatures at all. My apologies. Seems I still have much to learn from this journey, as a gleaner and as a guide. There we go. The Sky Ruin. This time, the Seeker should be attracted solely to Valley Armanda's ether. Resume tracking based on the latest sample. Affirmative. Resuming tracking. Beep. Sample ethereal signature detected. Engaging accelerated pursuit mode. Oh boy. Oops. She's going straight to it then. Ooh, ethereal current, yay. Oh, God damn it. Un momento, por favor. And we're back. Good, the Seeker was drawn directly to the Sky Ruin's fire. And we know we set the correct parameters for its ethereal aspect. I'll try increasing the threshold for etheric concentration. This should direct us to the Vidral itself. Recalibrating sensors, resuming tracking. Was that how we tracked down all those critters? Where are you taking us? Back to the indelible passage. Interesting. Jackass. I think we'd noticed if Ali Armando was inside this passage. Let's head through to the other side. Oh yeah, we didn't come over this way. Wow, this place actually looks kind of nice.
The trail ends here, it seems. Could Valigarmanda have shifted its elemental aspect? It does have 3 to choose from, after all. In any case, I'm almost certain the Vidral was headed in the direction of Warkor Lardor.
Warkor Lardor.
We should let the others know we have a likely location.
Alphino is assisting the Yokhoi with their evacuation. He thought they could use a healing hand with the injured.
So where is Valigarmanda?
Warkor Lardor. Its stratified layers contain a wealth of crystals, said to be the source of its many-colored glow. After 80 years of imprisonment, the Vidral will be in dire need of sustenance. It would have been drawn to the mountain's energies.
So Valigarmanda seeks to replenish its ether.
Then we'd better not give it the chance.
Stop!
Oh, hey, it's you.
That mountain is sacred ground. I forbid you to set foot on it.
We kind of
Sorry,
don't have a choice here, buddy.
It is not our intention to trespass. But you must understand, that's where Valigarmanda has gone. If we don't slay it now, it will slaughter countless innocents. Just like in the old days, I beg you, permit us to enter.
Out of the question. Your band is incapable of defeating Valigarmanda. Either you seek to defile Warkor Lardor, or you are fools.
If you doubt their chances, how would you feel were we to join them?
Hello, Kona.
The monument to Valigarmanda's defeat bears the names of 7 heroes. With our forces combined, we also number 7.
Seven weaklings are no less doomed than 4.
Zoralcha, you've come to help as well.
Against my sound advice. While the rest of you were tussling with this sky ruin, we might have secured an insurmountable lead.
A minor delay. It will not change the contest's outcome.
So thankfully he has some sense.
Of his Tural Vidral my father was unable to kill.
With both my brothers here, this battle is all but won.
And that would bring us up to 8.
Your celebration is premature. I never said I would let you pass.
And he's like, I ain't asking.
Brother, no! We do not bear arms against our own people!
What an odd thing to say.
As I recall, the inhabitants of Chir Wagur Sultan do not consider themselves members of the Tuliyolal nation. I'd hardly call them our own people.
What does that matter? Members or not, everyone in Tural is part of our dream for peace. If you would hurt them, then you'll have to go through me.
She saved me from the mountain bird. Now, then, the same eyes. Eyes of stone. Words of stone.
We are still in her debt. This is true. Consider the debt repaid. But do not misunderstand. We do not submit to Tuliolan rule.
Aye, you've made your point. We can talk more once the contest is over.
I ask your name.
Wuklamat, protector of peace, and soon-to-be Dawn servant.
War Parlor will remember this.
Even people with wildly different ideals can find understanding through earnest discussion. I believe that, wholeheartedly.
As do I. I won't give up until we reach a compromise.
Assuming you survive, my old bones and I will be waiting here for the true heir's return.
And then in a twist, Zoralja dies.
Your thoughts have always been a mystery to me, brother. But I'm relieved to see you put aside the contest for the sake of the greater good.
Our nation is a fortress, and its people the bricks with which it is built. The more that are lost or broken, the weaker Tuliyolal becomes. Even the crudest rock has value as a stepping stone.
Come on, you two. Forget about the right of succession for now, and help me fight this overgrown snake bird. I don't care how strong the Sky Ruin may be. We're going to put this menace down for good.
So here's a question. Is this a fight I can do with NPCs? And duty support. Hell yeah. Oh, that's good. And you know what? We'll do that next time. Thank you all so much for joining me. If you like this video, leave a like and a comment. If you want to see more, hit subscribe to the bell, and I'll see you guys next time.